Welcome everyone to a chapter of storytelling of Roblox doors. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic, most chaotic, and most scream-inducing games ever created on Roblox. A game filled with mysteries, monsters, and players who think they're safe behind a closet. Yes, I'm talking about doors. But this isn't just any story. This is the true, funny, legendary tale of doors. How it started, the chaos that came with it, who made it go viral, and the strange, hilarious journey of one very unlucky player trying to survive a hotel filled with eyeballs, bugs, and entities with questionable life choices. Grab your snacks, grab your emotional support blanket, and maybe turn down your volume, because the story starts now. Our story begins in 2022, when the Roblox community didn't know what was coming. The developers at LSplash dropped a mysterious new horror game called Doors. Overnight, Roblox YouTube exploded like a Timothy jump scare. Suddenly, there were videos titled, "I survived Doors with 1 health." "We speedrun Doors in 2 minutes and only cried 7 times." And "I met Screech at 3 a.m. Gone wrong, emotional." Creators like Creekcraft, Flamingo, Think Noodles, Dan TDM, and Lankybox all covered the game within days. It was everywhere. Even people who never touched horror games said, well, how bad can a hotel be? They learned. When Doors first came out, nobody knew the rules. Doors went viral partly because everyone kept dying in the funniest ways possible. Nobody knew what Rush sounded like. Nobody knew Screech needed eye contact, and everyone thought, what's the worst that can happen in a dark room? Spoiler: Screech happens. Enter our main character, Kyle. Kyle was brave, or at least tried to be. Actually, he screamed when the toaster popped. But Doors was popular, and Kyle wanted to be cool, so he hit play. He spawned in the hotel lobby. Calm music, cozy lighting, a trap. Kyle thought, this can't be that bad. This was the last normal thought he'd have. He grabbed the key to door 01, humming happily, unaware he was about to meet a speed-running ink monster, a Mach 10 charging entity, an eyeball with attitude, and a spider of trauma. The first few doors were easy. Kyle collected coins like a cheerful tourist. Then the lights flickered at door 6. "Cool effect," he said. It was not a cool effect. It was Rush, sprinting like he was late to a dentist appointment. Kyle survived only because he panicked and fell into a closet. Rush flew past. Kyle realized this hotel had customer service problems. Then he entered a dark room. He heard, "Psst." Kyle said, "Nope." He spun around, eyes wide. Screech attacked anyway. Kyle screamed, took damage, and shouted, "Why does this thing sound like it's trying to gossip with me?" From rooms 10 to 15, Kyle tripped over chairs, avoided Screech, and opened drawers looking for bandages like a walking medical emergency. At door 30, Kyle entered a long hallway. Lights flickered. The floor shook. Black goo oozed from the walls. Seek rose from the ground like a dramatic villain entering stage left. Kyle screamed, "Nope! I did not sign up for this!" The chase began. Kyle sprinted for his life, dodging hands and obstacles, taking wrong turns, correcting himself, slipping under shelves, and bursting through the exit. "I need a refund on this hotel stay," he yelled. He survived. Physically. Emotionally, no. Then came door 50. The library, home of Figure, a creature shaped like a tall, angry skeleton who skipped eye day and doubled down on ear day. Kyle froze. Figure screeched. Kyle whispered, "He sounds friendly." Kyle crouched, slowly collecting books. Then he kicked a chair. Figure turned toward him like he heard a snack wrapper. Kyle held his breath for 6 years. Somehow, by pure luck, Kyle found the code and escaped. "Take that, you anatomy model." Feeling confident again, Kyle looted drawers. Timothy jumped out. Kyle screamed so loud, Figure probably heard it downstairs. "Why is there a spider in a drawer? Who put that there?" After that, he opened drawers like they were explosive devices. At door 70, Seek returned. Kyle groaned. Bro, can't we talk about our problems? Therapy exists. Seek did not care. Kyle ran again, dodging fire and hands. He survived, barely. I'm too young for this, and I'm only 13, he gasped. Finally, door 100. Figure smashed through walls like an angry Kool-Aid man. Kyle hid in a locker, heart pounding. He completed the power puzzle with only 2 mistakes and 1 near-death moment. The elevator powered on. Figure charged, but Kyle dove into the elevator, smashing the button. I'm never staying in a hotel again, he yelled, and just like that, Kyle beat doors. While Kyle cries in the elevator, let's talk about how Doors became a legend. When Doors launched, it wasn't just another horror game. It was a masterpiece of tension, puzzles, and unexpected jump scares. YouTube creators went wild. Creekcraft screamed 42 times. Think Noodles made 27 videos trying to understand Screech. Dan TDM proved he can be scared by a square-headed monster. Flamingo made everything funnier by yelling at entities. Lankybox uploaded reactions and animations faster than Rush runs down a hallway. Even non-horror fans clicked. Within months, Doors became one of Roblox's biggest horror experiences. Not just a game, a culture, a community, a challenge everyone wanted to beat. And now Kyle, traumatized but victorious, waits for updates. Because Doors never ends. The hotel always calls you back. So if you ever decide to check into the Doors Hotel, remember, don't trust flickering lights. Don't trust dark rooms. Don't trust drawers. And never trust anything that says, psst. But Kyle's journey didn't actually end there. As the elevator rumbled downward, he noticed something odd. The elevator music wasn't normal. It wasn't calm or relaxing. Instead, it was this creepy, slow remix of the Doors theme, like someone slapped a horror filter onto a lullaby. Kyle whispered, "Oh great, even the music is haunted." Then the elevator lights flickered. Kyle froze. Nope, not again. The elevator shook, stopped halfway, and the doors creaked open slightly. Kyle peeked out. Another hallway, another set of doors, and on the wall, in glowing letters, someone wrote, "You thought it was over." Kyle panicked. Who keeps writing these messages? The hotel did not respond. Kyle stepped out, trembling. The hallway was quiet. Too quiet. Even Screech didn't bother him, which was worse. Suddenly, a single drawer sat in the middle of the hallway. Just one. All alone. Suspicious. Kyle stared at it. You think I'm stupid? You think I'm falling for Timothy again? But curiosity won. He opened it slowly. Inside wasn't Timothy. It was a note. It read, "Run." Kyle didn't even finish reading the word before the lights exploded in a flicker. A loud roar echoed behind him. Kyle screamed, "I haven't even recovered from the last chase." He sprinted down the hallway as some unknown entity thundered after him. He zigzagged through debris, dodged fallen lights, and heard the creature getting closer. Kyle yelled, "Why is everything always chasing me? Can't one monster just walk calmly?" Finally, he dove through a final doorway and slammed it shut. Silence. The hallway vanished, and the elevator reappeared like nothing happened. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this story, like the video, subscribe, and tell me what story to do next. See you in the next chapter. Assuming Rush doesn't get you first, be safe out there, and until next time, gang.